Okay, this is CSC126 Game Design and Development. Today we're talking about Trello, which is a piece of software that is used to help administer and look out that a game stays on track and actually gets developed. This is the software we're going to use for the next assignment, which is a children's game using Scratch as the development tool. So I'm going to change over to share my screen to the Trello screen. All right. And what you're seeing is a reduced version. In a real game, the things that go on are quite a bit more than this, and so they would be added in. There would be more than just 3 sprints on this. This would be, a year, a few years in progress. So, anyway, for the teams, if you're working by yourself as a team or with the full team, the things that you are responsible for is doing the writing, marketing, art, sound, and programming. The way this thing works is if you're starting the writing, the first thing you do is pull it over here and say, it has been started. Okay. Then the second thing is if you hit a bump and you can't continue, you put it over here. At this point, the administrator and other team members would take a look at what's wrong. What do we need to do to fix it? And this lets you know to really put some attention into that. And when everything that's required is completed, it goes over here. And so for an administrator watching the game to see what's going on, you can come in pretty quick and just take a look at this. Now, here's the assignments for the writing. Okay, description. Number one thing, move it to in progress. That's your first step. Then create a game description. Describe the gameplay at a high level from start to finish. This description gives a general idea of the type of gameplay. Create a dundoc.com account. This will be where team members can upload their work, refer to see what is expected as the finished product. So let's see if I can get that to pop up. All right. This is what it looks like, Dundoc, and this is the public document that people would see. Heading of some kind, your little logo that's going to go there. Get Your Girl, game design created by Tracy Dobbs. And here's just a 1 sentence thing. Get Your Girl guards her yard from all intruders while trying to dodge acorns thrown from the tree by the impish squirrel. Help her keep the yard safe and that silly squirrel in the tree where it belongs. That should be enough to give somebody a picture in their mind of what's going to be going on. Okay, this project is to develop a game that children can play easily, and I'll let you read through all of that. There's the things that it does help with. Genre, gameplay, target audience, look and feel. Here's the storyline. This is the story that goes along with it. There's also Get Your Girl is the little dog that's going to be out there. There's Wily Squirrel, there's Stray Cat, Bird, Blowing Leaves, and just kind of a distraction.
Just a little bit out there, right there, just like that.
How to play.
And fold it in itself, just like this, right?
Something goes wrong in the yard, move get you that location bar, and keeps following up on that.
Until you get something that looks like this right here, which I've already prepared. It's basically.
Well, I'm trying to find where the
Apple Pencil itself. Now, if you
hush everybody is.
It's easier for
Mute.
to get properly. And then
That's for me. I want to mute everybody
see if I can get
else.
a good image of this.
You better remember where that is.
So you see what I'm talking about. See the tip of the pencil is barely sticking out right there.
Let me stop the share and see if I can.
Paper towel is wrapped around it. Once it dries, it erases.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it is.
Yeah. Okay, Mark Simons, are you listening?
Yes, I am.
Turn your mic off.
Sorry.
Aaron Tran, are you listening?
Hello?
Yeah, just lost Darren. Okay, that solved that problem. Okay, and everybody else is muted. Darren, thank you very much. Okay, all right. So anyway, back to what we were looking at. Let's see, that was Dundoc. Okay, yeah. All right, and Dundoc is the tool that you will use in place of a game design document. Okay. Those things are still around. They are still used. They're still required. We're doing a digital version of that. And you can go through and take a look at all of this. All right, so this is where I will go to see how things are as far as the finished product goes. This is where I want to see that stuff. Okay, so back to Trello. Are y'all seeing where it says writing, description, edit, activity? Or is that a separate screen I need to share?
No, we can see it.
You can see it. Okay, thank you. All right. So the sound team member, this is something we found out in the past. For whatever reason, you can't directly upload sound files to Dundalk. And I did check with Dundalk itself. And they said, yeah, they just don't have that ability yet. Okay. So for the sound person, upload your files to the cloud, Dropbox, OneDrive, whatever. And then you can put a link in Dundalk to the file in the cloud. And so that's how sound has to work. Once you've completed this assignment, move it from in progress to completed. All right, so that's what you're going to be doing with the writing. Let me put it back over here where it's ready to be used. Marketing is going to be the same way. First thing you do is move it over to in progress and see what it has to say. Set up a blog for the game fans. Blog is set up with first blog introducing the game. You may use any blog you want to use. Just make sure all the team members and the instructor can get to it. You can post the URL as a comment to this assignment. Once you have completed this assignment, move it on over. So marketing, get your blog set up. I mentioned
I think we have someone waiting in the wait room.
Oh, okay. Oh, I do. All right. Thank you. Okay.
How can you tell?
Do I?
Because it's our group mate and she messaged us.
Brittany, we're not talking about you. Don't worry. Okay. Anyway, so go through, and this is the amount of work that you've got to do, though. You do need a blog set up. As I had mentioned at the beginning of the semester, it would help you with learning how to do the GoFundMe pages and stuff. This is where it starts. You have to start building up a following. At this point, you would talk about the blog. You'd go put it into every social media you could find, links to it, talk it up real big. And what you would want to do is have anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 followers by the time you start asking for money. Okay. If you've got 10 followers out there and they're all your family members, it's not going to happen. Okay. So anyway, this is for marketing. Get your blog set up. Okay, art, number one, move it over to in progress. Okay, concept art, at least one character from the game illustrated. And remember, this is going to be done in Scratch. So we're not after, AAA quality stuff here. It's going to be in Scratch, and you need to keep that in mind. It should be an offshoot from determining the game description. So this would be a good thing to work with the writer on. What are we seeing here? The team needs to have the same vision for this to work. Okay. Finish quality, no, not required. It must be recognizable. Check with the team writer to find out where to upload your work. So the writer's the one that's taking care of Dundalk, and the writer's the one that makes sure everything gets uploaded. Okay. And so whenever that's done, then you'd move it on over to completed. Okay, sound. One background sound that can be used to set the general feel ambience of the game. And I need to be a little more clear on that in this description. I won't like the music that runs in the background while the game is being played. Okay, or it could be the music for the introduction scene, something along those lines. Do one special effect, like somebody's opening a door, the character's falling down, or in the case of one of the ones that I wrote, it was roaches. And you needed a squish sound every time they got stomped. Okay, so come up with something along those lines. And again, check with the writer to see where to upload your work. Programming. Create a Scratch account for this game. It's set up and ready to use. Create one activity that will occur within the game. A character runs across the screen. A character gets bigger or smaller. Anything from the game, but have something from the game there playing, working. Since art is not yet provided, you use blocks and circles. That's how you represent the characters. For the advanced, the 3D game programming class right now, that's exactly what we're doing. We're setting up RPCs, and they're just cylinders right now running around. We'll worry about what they actually look like later. You're the coder. Get this stuff moving, use blocks, circles, whatever you have, save the game and provide the URL to the partially started game to all team members and the instructor. You may provide the URL by placing it in a comment to this description. So coder, that's where you can put your stuff for everybody to look at to see what you've got going. Then once you've got that done, you move it over, and that is sprint 1. And sprint 1 is due when? I can't recall. So let's see if I can go find that anywhere. Does anybody recall or have the website up for the class?
Yeah, I'm in the content section. Let me find it real quick.
Okay, because I'm not logged in. It'll take me a minute.
It looks like you wanted it done sometime next week.
At the end of next week or sometime next week for this class, that means it will be before class next week on Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
And we're off a little bit. Remember, next Tuesday is that's the in-service day for the whole college. There's no classes morning to evening next Tuesday, so we don't meet next Tuesday. So we'll meet again Thursday. You need to be working with your team or working on your own. If you do not yet have a Trello account and have not contacted me that you're in a group, in other words, if you can't log into Trello right now and see what I'm showing you with this screen, then you need to leave a message in the chat room and says, I need into Trello, something along those lines. And what happens from this one's just a sample, but I go to the actual product and I send you an invitation to the product. And that's how you get in. Well, to respond to the invitation, you have to have a Trello account. They're free. You don't have to worry about it. Well, unless you do a bunch. I'm to the point now, I'm not going to have enough boards that I can get for free for everybody. So I'm in the background trying to figure out how I can avoid spending $12.50 a month on this stuff. So anyway, I will invite you to your board. And if you're working by yourself, you're responsible for all of it. If you get one other person to work with you, more power to you. Okay, I believe I did set up a discussion area that you can go to. And in that discussion, if you're looking for a partner to join you with your team, one thing you can do is place out there, these are my strengths. I've already got this much done. I need somebody to help with so-and-so. And that's one way to build the teams, by going to discussion and just posting there. So that's how we worked out trying to build teams. So you need to let me know ASAP that you need into a Trello board so that I can get you in there and get you going. Matter of fact, if you put in that you need a Trello board and you have strengths you know you can do, like you can do the art and sound, put that in. And if I see different abilities with people, I'll try to put it together for you. Okay. If you want to work by yourself, just say I need in Trello and I'm by myself, and I'll make sure I don't match you up with anybody. Yes, go ahead.
So I think we actually have 3 groups at this point, and I think everybody who wants to be in a group is grouped up.
Okay.
Within the Discord, if I'm wrong, let me know. But
go ahead.
I'm just trying to see here.
Yeah, make this as simple as we can.
See your Scratch project. It looks like we have 3 groups so far.
Yeah, I've got one. Can y'all see this on the screen? This is the blue team. And
yeah, I can see it.
Okay, is there only 3 members in that team? Is that correct? Or is there more and I just can't see?
It looks like we've got 2 groups of 5 and 1 group of 4.
Okay, then I don't have the full thing up here. I'm not sure which one to. Team visible, private team. Yeah, the whole team can see the whole board. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think how I could go look at this, and I should be able to see every member that's on the team. Let me try a different one. Andrew, what group are y'all with?
I'm with group 1 in the Discord. I think we are labeled green team.
Okay, let me take a look and see how many of y'all show up there. How many members do y'all have?
Posted in chat that they need in the blue team.
Okay, then I'll send that invitation. Yeah, the blue team, I only saw 3 names there, so only 3 of you are officially in. And so in the chat, which I can't see at the moment, I've got it covered up, but I'll go through and send an invitation to that individual.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, on the green team, 5 are showing up.
Yeah, I think that's all of us.
Okay, then let me check out. I was on blue. What about red? Is everybody from the red team here? Oh, do I not have anybody in the red team? Literally?
I'm not sure.
Does is anybody in the red team and has been here? Apparently not. Okay, so make sure your team can get into their Trello board. And this is where I will come to just check and see how everybody's doing. Like, let me go back to the green, that's the wrong one, green team. Okay. And yeah, see, we've got some in progress. I'm looking at this that would tell me nobody started on the marketing, the sound, or the programming yet. And if that's not accurate, then the team needs to come in here and make it accurate. Okay. We've got writing and art in progress.
Yeah, and
y'all
then I
see,
wound up making our own Trello board as well with some like checklists for what everyone should do for our game.
well, yeah, that's what this is supposed to be. Talk to me
Okay.
some more about what you're thinking.
Okay, I'll get it all copy and pasted over into this one then.
No. Have you created your own board?
Yes.
Okay. Send me an invitation.
Okay, I'll just send you an invitation because yeah, we're green team, so I can send you an invite to ours.
Okay. That's also fine with me too, as a matter of fact. That would help me out because everybody can have up to 10 boards. And not everybody has gone into teams, and as a result, my 10 boards I don't think are going to be sufficient. Okay. All right. Anybody that's here, what kind of questions do you have about what's going on? I'm not hearing any questions. Is this making sense to everybody?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, this is what's due. This list of, let me go back to my sample board. So I don't, yeah. Okay. Here we are. This is the list of things that are due this week. Okay. Looking ahead next week for writing, elevator pitch. Okay. And the writer is supposed to go to the blog and blog something to build up interest in the game. Okay, marketing person, expand the blog to include some blogs using and describing the game art. So you should post in the blog some more art. Every team members should blog something about their part of the game. So this is going to make the blog be active and be recent, and that helps a lot. Art, complete game art to finish form for at least one character that's ready to drop in the game and you're through with it. Okay. One background the same way. Your game may only have one background. If it does, then that's what you need to do. Okay. Also, go to the blog. Everybody blogs, sound, complete the sound effects for everything. Interact with programming to make sure the sound effects are in a usable format, correct length. There's a lot of interaction that goes on here. You know, you may be off by a few seconds from what it looks good in the game and sounds right in the game. Go blog. Programming. Complete the game to the point where basic gameplay is functioning. It should be recognizable for what it's going to wind up being. Some functionality may be missing, but the game should be mostly playable. It may still be with squares and circles, but the game is playable. Add sound effects and art. Interact with the artist and sound developer to make sure everything's going and is usable in the game. Doesn't matter how great the art is if it's not the right whatever the programmer needs. Okay, go blog. Everybody blogs in this. And then week 3, everything gets finished up. Okay, so at the end of this cycle, which will be before class, I better give y'all one more class period with this thing. Okay, so it will be due next Thursday night. Okay, so we can have one more class meeting. People can get together in case you've lost track with somebody or lost an email. Gives you one more chance to reconnect. And I've had all that happen in prior classes. Okay, this is what you're up against. Week from today, well, actually it'll be the Friday after, because I'll give you through the night on Thursday. Starting Friday, I'm going to come look and see what's completed, what's not completed. Things that aren't completed will negatively affect your grade. Okay, part of this is getting done on time. Am I still there? No.
Yeah.
Yes? Oh, thank
Yeah, you're
goodness.
here. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. I thought, God, how much of that do I have to redo? Okay. I'll go ahead and stop the recording now while I'm lucky enough. Stop